Well, hello to my beautiful Aquarians. How are you today? This is CJ, and we are here to read the 2023 money forecast. This will touch on money and career matters, the potential energy in 2023. We're going to pull a card for each month. An overall theme card for each month. I'll clarify it with tarot and the fortune cookie at the end. All right. I will still be doing the monthly money and careers. Those will come up, but since this is yearly, I've been working to make sure I get this out. It will. I think it's posting in the first week of, or second week actually of January. So it still is quite early in the year for you to see. Now, please remember, this is a general reading and it is a forecast for the whole year. So you may want to save and come back and check it out every so often, compare it with the monthlies, compare it with the monthly money, but also with the monthly energy, and also with the quarterly, the solstice to equinox, the 3-month readings. Okay, what else was I going to say? I read for all the Aquarius signs, major, sun, moon, rising, Venus, and nodes. However, if you're called to this reading and you see it, you jump in, there's some message that's meant for you. And also another reminder that time is fluid. You may be aligned to November energy when it's February, right? Because we're all on different paths, and you may not align to this energy at all. So that's why I always suggest that you check the other placements within your chart, in particular your Venus, which rules love and money. Okay, so let's get started. If you haven't seen, your yearly forecast is up. Also the 3-month, January, February, March, and January's energy have already been posted. So it's quite a bit of content. I know it can be a little bit overwhelming in the month of January with all of the predictions and the forecasting. So let's get started. Oh my gosh, did I just see what I saw? Yes, I did. Yay! Aquarius, look at that, the sun. So your overall energy, regardless, this is a year for you. Look at this, the sun is blessing you. And I'm going to try and adjust this camera a little bit. So I apologize if it kind of is weird out. Get some more, there we go. The reason being is that I'm going to do 12 cards here, and I am still in my little office because everybody's still home on break. But look at that, the sun blesses you. The happy ever after card, that light shining on you, joy. Regardless of life's bumps, it's all going to work out the way it's meant to work out, and in a happy way. Well, all things will work out in a happy way if you choose them, but they're going to work out in the way that brings you great joy and what is the word they're giving me? Success, prosperity, abundance. Okay, wow. January, celebrate. You may get really great news. Of course, this can also be about your birthday month. It's your solar return. You're enjoying life. It's just after all the hot festivities in December, November, December, and now January, and it's your birth time. So a big time of celebration, but it can also be that you have something wonderful to celebrate. Let's put this up here so we can see that. That's a good energy to start with. In February, there is a denial. Could be. Go in here. Oh, thank you. Mechanic for March. Counselor for April. Be a sport for May. Unrealistic in June. You can already see where some of life's hiccups are going to come in here, but the beauty is that you have the sun blessing everything regardless. Okay, work smart in July, crafter in August. Change in September. Offering in October. Beware in November. Options in December. Wow, okay. Bottom of the deck is angelic help. It's beautiful. Your spirit guides, your angels, could be signs around you. To have the angelic help and the sun. So as we say, we always go through life's bumps, right? There's always bumps here, there, and everywhere in life, no matter, even if it's the best year ever, because that's life. So give me a minute and let me take a peek at this overall. You know what? The vibe that I'm getting here is that there's great opportunity for you. Great opportunity. And there are certain times where you might get ahead of yourself. And then there's the life check or the reality check, something that just needs to come back into alignment. You're riding a high, though. You're really riding a high this year. So let's go month by month again. So take some time off and celebrate your success. You deserve it. There may be an unforeseen increase in your income. You've accomplished so much and will accomplish so much more. And that is that first blessing from the sun. This is a year where you may have been celebrating, you might have had good news over the holidays. It's carrying you into this new year. You do believe you should celebrate this and enjoy this energy. And it is feeling like it's like carrying you through the whole year with the success that starts in the holiday season going into the month of January. In February, you have a little bit of a energy that could be about denying something. You might be refusing to see something that people have been trying to tell you. You may have a false mask. You might be wearing a false mask with others in an effort to make money. Being something, even though you have the skill, it may not be true to who you really, really are. This isn't anything negative. It just is a matter of what wall are you putting up? What mask are you putting up? Or are you insisting that your world be this when others are not really feeling it? They're just like, no, we're not there yet, or I'm not there, or you're not there. Or, there's something about creating a false sense of reality versus what's true. And what they're sharing with me in message-wise in the scrying of the fire is that this is almost like, in a relationship when you really, really love someone and you don't want to tell them that something that they do, or that you're doing an activity with them and you really hate it, but you do it because you're in a relationship. So you're not being true to who you are. And it's like it's a drudgery to get up and go and do this every single time. It's something about that. It could be in your work. It could be a task that could be delegated. It could be perhaps you aren't the best in bookkeeping of your family, finances, but you do it. There's just something about that. It's not anything really to pay a lot of energy to. It's just a calling to remember to be true to who you are. And let others do that as well. So if someone comes to you and say, hey, I don't like doing this, and they're on your team, or they're part of something to do with your money or your job, then take that to heart, okay? Now, this is where you fix it. The mechanic in March. Whatever needed to be mended, whatever came to reality, you have the ability to easily fix that. And, there might need to be a little bit of a sacrifice, a give and take, but it is about all energies, all spirits being happy with what it is that they do. There is a counseling here in the month of April. You might even be a counselor or a mechanic. These are some of the careers. However, it is also about the energy. So you might be seeking some spiritual help. You could be interested in counseling, psychic work, or energy healing. And there might be some mental or emotional troubles maybe that come up through this denial that you want to work through. Okay? In May, you have Be a Sport. You're being called to have more fun and focus on being a team player. You could also be great in any sport team or sports field if that's also something that you're interested in looking at for a potential career. And improve your finances by considering a collaboration. Now, here we come in June. Here is the 6 month sort of review in June. Your expectations in the future are unrealistic and need a revision. Perhaps your vision is big and needs more of a plan than you had originally thought. Right? So remember, celebrate. You're going to work through some stuff that might not feel authentic or someone else doesn't feel authentic with. You're working through that. You're part of a team. And then you have this review come mid-year going, are we on track? Is this where I want to go? Are my dreams, plans, goals a reality? Is it something that I can actually execute? So this is just the caution to make sure that you look at things, and nothing is wrong with dreaming big in that huge macro and gorgeous universe that we live in. You want to think and manifest way beyond anything you could possibly imagine. But the plan together and the baby steps that you need to take to achieve those little goals are what Spirit's saying. Keep those attainable and then move towards the next, as opposed to saying by the end of the year I'm going to go from 0 to 100, when in reality it's 0 to 70 you can get to, even pushing it, because we're human and life happens and we're reliant upon so many other energies that are coming at us that may cause us to pause, reflect, go back, redo. The energy of the planets, the retrograde, sometimes it feels like a start-stop. And I've been saying 2023 for me feels like a breath of fresh air, in the sense that as a 7-year, it feels we have the support of the universe, the spiritual number 7. We are moving forward. It is still a bumpy year, though. This is still a year of change. Things aren't really going to work and be completely smooth for a while, because we are changing our earth. We're changing our systems. The old Piscean energy and patriarchal ways are changing, and the Aquarian, your age, is here, and it's bringing in a lot of light. And so when that kind of gets in that situation, we have to come to a balance of divine masculine, divine feminine. Until that actually occurs, there's going to be a lot of upheaval. So that's what I'm saying. Make sure those are realistic goals. Think for the 100. Work towards what you know is achievable, and continue to increase that as you move along. Okay, because your timeline, you may get to 100 this year. Others might get to 30. It's just an example. All right. Then we have work smart here, which is definitely that conversation about unrealistic, and are you making it harder than it needs to be? Sometimes the solution is just really simple. Perhaps it's time to clean your house personally and professionally, to start with a clean palette. What that means is, let me think. Let's use this. When we have that quote-unquote spring cleaning, or at the end of all the holidays and we put everything away, we sort of cleanse everything. We start the new year fresh. We bring in white candles. We maybe make our nest a little bit more comfortable, because we've put away all the things that are festive, right? So it feels a little blah. But once you clean and kind of open the windows and let all the air out, do a smoking of the house, or incense, or light the candles, and you bless it for the new year, it has like that breath of right? Like you're fresh. You can take on new challenges, new goals. You feel like you can see things more clearly because things are all in their place. You've cleaned house metaphorically. And it also cleans the energy and changes the energy when you do that. So this is sort of a thing about don't make it harder than it has to be. Take a moment and review. Clean out and dust out the little things that are causing to make you feel like you're working harder, and start fresh. This is July. Crafter. There's something wonderful just waiting to be expressed with your hands. You might be an actual crafter, or you might have that as a hobby, but it can also be that there are ways to generate money that you're now either using your craft to help with your business, your role, your schooling, whatever it is for you, or you might actually be putting something that you do as a labor of love online, or starting a side business with it, whether it be baking or sewing or crafts or pottery or music, whatever that might be. It feels like a little bit of a side hustle for you. This is a lovely energy that's coming in, and here's your sun blessing you again with the celebrate, be a sport, and now you have the change. There's a change for the better coming your way. Embrace it. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it isn't coming, right? So as we said, this is a great year. You may have some more of an emotional cleaning than you have anything else here, right? Sometimes you might get in your own way. You may not be true to yourself. You may be setting goals that are above anybody's expectations. And this is just calling you to come back. Get some counseling, talk it through, work with your mentor, work with your bosses, work with whoever you use as someone to bounce ideas off of, and get back in the flow, right? And this offering is lovely. The universe will meet all your needs. Yes, yes, yes. Consider having a money altar. So I have set up a money altar for the readings here, and this is just bringing in some earth elements, pine, juniper, things that are representative of prosperity, abundance. Crystals, green aventurine, citrine, cornelian, tiger's eye. Of course, I have selenite to charge and cleanse those, jade and emerald, right? So this is in here. And then, of course, the candles, the green candle and my white scrying candle, as I often use. The abundance oil. On all the cards, I have put a sigil of the dollar sign as well as Jupiter to expand the money, right? To expand the prosperity, the career goals, the even if you're in retirement and you're looking to do something mechanic or crafting, this can be in your hobbies as well. So setting up a little money altar is always a good idea when you're manifesting and you want to manifest more abundance. But this is also this card to remind you that the universe, the sun, the celebration, here you have the change and the offering, that this is here this year, but it's also on its way as we go through this up and down year into 2024. Now in November, there is the caution to beware. You could have someone around you who is not so upfront in money and career matters. Just be prudent in any activities that you engage in. Contracts, signing documents, changing your money over, negotiating loans, any number of things, okay? Just keep an eye out in November. December, you have the options. You have all the adjacent possibilities. This is where the world is open to you. There's so many opportunities that are becoming available to you now, or you might be just overwhelmed at the end of the year with how many different things you want to do because you feel the momentum of this year, as in particular that third trimester when you're talking about these 4 months. Do not get stuck in doubt when an offer presents itself. Seize the moment and create multiple streams of income. Now, bottom of the deck for you was the angelic help. And this is where it's a time to trust in the universe, offering and change. Remember, career or blessing lining up for you. So stay positive and believe. Pay attention to the signs your angels send you during this time. So the sun and the angels are setting you up for such a beautiful year in so many ways. Believing, having that offering, looking at all the opportunities that come down. It's sort of like a 7 of Cups energy here. Vet them all. What's to say that just because you don't think in your own mind, denial, right, that you can do a particular project or career or job or opportunity. Spirit's saying you can, and any one of those that you choose, if or more, will be successful. The sun blesses you. Yes, it does. Ace of Wands. Look at this. I love this energy. The sun, you have a 1, is the first clarifier in the celebrate. This is not only about you accomplishing so much, but it's about you going boldly, courageously, confidently. You've got the passion. Love this. You've got the swagger, Aquarius. That's amazing. Okay. So these cards will clarify the energy of the money and career cards. And then we're going to pull a fortune cookie. Yeah, look at this. Denial. You're over it, though. Ten of Swords. That's the end. Wherever you have, and I'm just going to say, I love how my cards work. I love how this is like really clarifying and confirming what's out already. And I hope you stayed to see it all. Here is the Ten of Swords. This is all of those stabs in the back, all of those, whether they're by others or by you, any false masks, any worries, any fear, because fear is just false evidence that appears real. That's what my grandmother used to say. So there you go. It's false, but you've worn these wounds for a long time. You're going to be called to release that. And that could be where the counselor comes in. Those could be ancestral. Those could be familial. They can be your own. Those can be from others around you. And you having to put on a fake mask just to get through the day, you know. It's not a good way to live. And that won't apply to everybody, but it is there for some. Look at this, the King of Swords with the Mechanic. So here, this is what mending, what might need to be broken. This is a very logical, practical, non-emotional, and it could also go with counselor, individual, or it can be where you finally get to the point where you are clear in your mind, seeing logically. This is your king. So this is your energy where you may come to that space of seeing things for what they really, really are and are able to fix it. Whatever it is, right? Okay, counselor. Thank you, Spirit. Wow, we are rolling along here. Oh, don't go anywhere. Counselor. Yes, justice. Look at that. Counselor and justice. So there you have the governmental, the educational, the counselor, right? And you have justice here, balancing. While this might be careers in counseling and also psychic work, with the counselor, there may be a call for you. If there are any resolution that you feel needs to be worked out with someone, then you might be called to actually use, if it is a lawyer for contracts, or if it is a therapist for healing any kind of false energy that you're putting out. Even energy healers, I'm feeling. I mean, it's not usually what you'd get with justice, but with that in April, it feels like either you come to the realization of balance, and this is Libra, another air sign that's supporting you, or you're seeking out someone who can help you balance out those emotions and those energies. While justice is usually more physical, earthly, and it could represent a counselor if it's a partnership that's going awry and you need to have the court system help to mediate a situation. But it can also be about you looking to really feel secure and centered as you move forward and bring balance back into your life from that denial, the end of the Ten of Swords here. So look at this. While you have the passion and creation and the boldness to go forward and blessed by the sun, then you have the Ten of Swords, your energy, where you know it's time to go away. The King of Swords, Archangel Michael, also coming through, but that logical thinking, and now Justice, Libra's card, again with air. 3 air signs in a row on the 3 cards that are air-oriented. Wow, Page of Pentacles with Be a Sport. So there's news about a new opportunity, and it may come in with working on a team. The Page of Pentacles. Conversations, offers, the unrealistic goals. Here's this 5 of Pentacles here. Yeah, you may be feeling that there is a sense of lack, but in reality, well, there isn't. I can't say that. The unrealistic here, even when you may have challenges or delays, you may think you're worse off than you really are, or your goals are so big because you never want to be in this situation again, right? And so you're always working from this 5 of Pentacles energy. This is just a reminder that you are not in that space, that you are able to change it if you just look up, right? As they're not even looking, they're looking forward and they're looking down. If they look up, they can see that the church has 5 pentacles. There's a place for them to go, for warmth, for food, for sustenance, right? So it's a matter of not seeing what it is that you need to see. And sometimes we forget our blessings. Really what they're giving me is that this is a time of really appreciating all that you've accomplished in this mid-year review. Now for work smart, you also have the 7 of Wands. You may be called to defend yourself, or maybe you're defending yourself so much that you're not really seeing those who are around you who can support and help you. So you might, well, it's you're standing on higher ground and you're winning, but it doesn't mean that you can't let things go that really aren't serving you. Why battle? Why have to defend yourself? Work smart, clean house, clean up any of the clutter, and look at where you go for the rest of the year. Yeah, Queen of Wands. Look at that. Love this energy. So you have the Ace of Wands and now the Queen of Wands. So you have fire here as well. Fire, passion. The Queen of Wands, very bold, goes after what she wants. Can be somewhat of an independent energy, but there's no one that messes with the Queen of Wands. She knows she can set things afire, but she also knows she can infuse energy here, create beautiful things, be motivated in so many ways, generate money in different ways that have never been done before, because she's courageous. She's got the swagger. She has the confidence. Whatever she touches, you know, as a crafter would turn to a passion project, and of course that would make money. Let's see what else we got. Thank you. The change. Oh my gosh, I love this. Thank you. Tower. With the change comes the Tower. And what is that? The Tower is just a shock, an awe, a moment where you didn't expect it. And the change comes in for the good, and the Tower brings that good news for you. Something you were not expecting here in the month of September. Wow, I love this. I love that my cards are so cool. They have, and my gosh, look at what offering brings. The 9 of Cups. The universe will meet all your needs, and here are your needs. Your 9 wishes being fulfilled. Are you kidding me? I love this. Aquarius, how fabulous is this? Thank you, Spirit. I love when you guys are all connected. And they usually are. I mean, I rarely have a situation where I'm like, all right, you guys, let me start over. Look at this with Beware, with the 6. Something you walk away from. You may find out about somebody or a partner or a situation or a person. And you're like, you know what? You're just, something doesn't feel right. You're smart. You leave it alone. Again, with the 6 of Swords, your own energy. You're paying attention to your gut. You walk away. Good for you. Because you've got too much stuff going on here. Too much stuff. And oh my gosh, options. Okay, December energy, options. Look at this, the 3 of Wands. Where are you going? Traveling. It's like waiting for your ships to come in, or you're sending your ships out, right? Because you're looking to travel. You're looking for new opportunities. You're looking to see what's next. What's next? Oh my gosh, that's a fabulous. Thank you, Spirit. What's next? Love that energy for you to end the year on. Ooh, my gosh. I hope you like this. Claim this reading. This is really, really, really cool. Burnout. Your hard work will see the results, but your health needs to be maintained. So check in with your doctor, dentist, and health professional, and try to maintain a healthy lifestyle. And that could be where some of this work smart is coming in. You may have been pushing because you're doing so well. Also, this could be with the mental health, right? These 10 of Swords that you've been carrying for a long, long time. If you're denying or denying that you need the help or you need the support or you need the release or the outlet of the stress of whatever it is that you're carrying, you definitely want to get that counselor or therapist, mentor, someone that can assist you. And here's your Three of Wands again. Look at this. Travel. Long distance communication will open up your life. Exciting experiences for singles and career advancement for others. Well, that definitely is the perfect fortune cookie to end, especially on the 10 of the 12th month, with options, the Three of Wands, and now travel. Oh my goodness. Let's just remember this. Angelic help and the sun. So Aquarius, for the first of the air signs to happen, this is an amazing money and career. I know it isn't without its own personal growth, but that's what we go through. You know, we have to go through that personal growth. It is what keeps us moving and ascending and growing. And gosh, it's a cool year for you. Really, really is in money and career. With the blessing of the sun, just keep that in your mind, and the angels and your spirit guides around. Okay? All right, that was fun. Stay tuned for the monthly, more specific money and career, but for now, I'm going to leave it there, and I send you abundant, abundant blessings as always. Bye for now.